Hi, we're in the makeup room with the lovely Daniela, and we're just going to be doing a little quick contour and highlight. Really nice, natural, everyday contour and highlight. There is a lot of contouring going on Instagram that really looks great in Instagram in most cases, but it's not something that you want to be doing on a daily basis or going out in public with. What we're going to be using is we're going to be using Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. If you haven't heard about this yet, I don't know where you're from, but everyone is talking about it and it's fantastic. For Daniela today, we're going to be using these two colors to contour and highlight. We're going to be using Fawn and Sand. What we're going to do is we're going to take Fawn, we're going to apply it to create depth to the parts of the face and really accentuate the features that we want to do. So what we're going to do is we're going to apply it into the cheekbone underneath here. If you don't know where it is on yourself, most people can see the difference where the hollow of the cheekbone is, which is underneath the cheekbone, and then the top of the cheekbone, which is bigger, which sticks out. And what we want to do is we just want to accentuate that a little bit using contour and highlight. Where the cheekbone goes in a little bit and it's darker, we're just going to take Fawn and we're just going to fill that in. And we're going to be using zigzag circular motions. We're not going to streak it back and forth this way because then we're going to get like a little bit of an 80s punk look, and we don't want that. We want it very natural and looking like you just have beautiful cheekbones, not too much makeup on. And just zigzagging it around and placing it in the hollows of the cheeks. Just like that. Beautiful. Even just that alone, you can already tell such a difference. And that's only half of it. This contour is only part of it. You need the highlight in order to really create that dimensional look. So we have it in the cheekbone there. And then we're just going to apply it very gently on the temples of the forehead and along the jawline. And there you go. Now that's the contour part. What we're going to do now is we're going to hit the parts of the face where light hits naturally, just to accentuate that a little bit. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be using sand for that. We're just going to apply it on the bridge of the nose, on top of the cheekbones, right out to the hairline. That's really important. You want to get it right on the top of the hairline here, top of the eyebrows. And that just creates some nice personal lighting. And as well, on top of the lip, just on the middle of the Cupid's bow. One thing that's really important, especially when it comes to contouring, is that it's really well blended. And how you can check that is you can look at yourself where you've just applied the product, and if you can see where one color starts and one color finishes, then you've not blended your makeup well enough. As here, I can see that the contour is applied here and the highlighter is finished here. So all I want to do is just gently smush that. And that's really what blending is smushing. All you want to do is just smush that around until you cannot see where you've started or where you finished applying the product. And you just essentially smush, and then you double check again. And if you can't see where one color starts or one color finishes, then you know that you've done a good job blending. What we're going to do right after the highlight is we're going to use a bronzer. The proper way to apply bronzer, using Sephora Los Cabos. It's a really easy beautiful blendable bronzer. I'm quite loving it. A lot of times, or in the olden days, what we used to do is we used to apply bronzer where the sun naturally hits the face. If you do that, that's actually going to flatten your face. What we want to do is we want to create more dimension. So we're going to use Sephora Los Cabos bronzer, and the trick to that is to make sure you get a good amount of product on your brush, but then you want to take the product off, either by tapping, or you could tap it against your hand. What we're going to do is we're going to place it in a 3 motion. So we're going to place it on the top around the hairline, into where the contour we put, and underneath the jawbone. And we're going to do the same for the other side. Along the hairline, just over the contour and into the contour, and under the jawline. Now here's a really good trick, is as we get into spring and the summer, we tend to be exposed a lot more to the sun, and our face gets hit by the sun, and the top of our chest gets hit by the sun. And our neck never ever sees the sun. So what happens is the face ends up getting a little bit darker, the top of the chest ends up getting a little darker. We end up having these really white necks, which really sticks out because it's the thing that's closest to your face. So your face and your chest look the same color, and then your neck is really white. How are you going to buy foundation? How are you going to be able to match your makeup together? Really quick, easy trick is to take your bronzer and to make sure that you just blend some bronzer on your neck. And this will ensure that your neck and your face and the top of your chest all matches perfectly. Just a little bit like that. You can even get underneath your jawbone. And there you go. Beautiful application of bronzer using Sephora Los Cabos.